With over 70 million baby boomers, the face of retirement is really changing. Today, there are better ways to age successfully and stay independent longer. Here to help us redefine what independence means in 2018 are Lilly Donohue and Rick Wigginton from Holiday Retirement. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for being here. Let's talk about the fact that people are living longer, they're healthier, life expectancy is amazing, right? But when you get to that age where the children are worried about you, you know what happens, right? You don't want to give up that independence, and for the children, it's challenging.
It is,
isn't it?
It really is. We always think that it's just getting challenging for the older person, but in reality, the family member that's trying so hard to keep them in their apartment as long as possible, even though it might not be the best solution. So everyone's kind of in a stressed manner.
People think independence is owning my own house.
Yeah.
You're going to take boots first.
Yes.
I'm not leaving this house.
It's mine. I'm staying here.
All
It's
the
not
while
easy
it's
to do
getting
that.
littler and littler because they've built this mausoleum to themselves, all the preciouses and pretties in this house that they can't let go of. And there's a big world out there they could still be living in.
And now you're bringing, a memory for me of my grandmother who passed away years ago, but she lived to be 96.
Yeah.
And when I say 96, 20/20 vision, she still walked around the block, did exercise. We called her Abby. So we loved Abby very much. And I remember my mom wanting to kind of telling her, you need to move out of the house. She was like, no, me quedo aquí. I'm going to stay here. So how do you help someone like that? Maybe some tips on maybe letting go?
Yeah, the first most important thing is to let go. And sometimes it's really the adult caregiver. In many cases in the US, it's always the daughter. I had to make those same decisions for my parents. You gotta let go. You can't solve the world's problems. You're already doing a big balancing act, right? You're trying to manage your career, you're trying to manage your own family, and then you're trying to manage your elderly parents, and in some cases, your elderly parents of your spouse. So there's a lot going on. I think you gotta let go a little bit, because there's really some great help out there. And more importantly, that alternative option could actually be a better one for them to live more active and be engaged.
Other tips, Rick?
And moving is hard. It's always been hard. But it's also been a normal part of what we do. Anytime we recognize that you could live better near term, whether it's for our own family, you want your kids in a different school district, you're making a little more money, you want a nicer house, the kids move off, you want to downsize. We've always moved. But we do so when we think that life could be better if we move to a different place.
I would say research. So as we were talking about this, you got to do your research. You want to sit with your family members and decide, what are you really looking for? What problems are actually getting harder at home for you? Be honest about them, and then say, okay, these are the things we want to solve. Because not every community solves the same issues for you. So it's important to do that. It's important to think about location, right, as part of that. So what are the needs, or what are the things that are getting harder at home? And then location, is it important? Do I need to be close to my children? Or do I need to be close to my community of where I used to live?
All those factors are really important. And knowing that it's a positive step, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's important.
And I'd say the final advice or tip is, don't get discouraged in the process.
But this is the problem with the discouragement. You say, you sit the mom down or the dad, whoever it is, and you say, it's a retirement community. And what happens? Deer in the headlights.
Absolutely.
Negative connotation, right? Absolutely. So how do we change that? Because that's not easy to hear.
Well, it's that old stereotype of nursing home light, or sickly, frail. It's the place you go to end.
Everybody's
not
like
to
this,
keep going.
not moving, no one's going to take care of me.
It is so different now with modern senior living communities.
And let's talk about that. I know you're located in 42 states, correct? All right, which is a lot, practically all over the country.
Exactly.
And you're very unique in your approach, so tell me about that. Let's now bring this now into a positive step.
Absolutely. There's so many cool things to do in our communities. Obviously, the meal preparation is a big, important piece.
Yeah.
Because as we know, we get older, what you put in your body still really matters. And oftentimes, older people will choose what's easy to do. So now that problem is kind of taken away for you, right? So you can eat better. You're obviously being more active because you've got a bunch of friends and you've got some activities that the whole community is kind of putting together. So whether it's dancing or singing or going to a museum, there's lots of things to do. Yeah, really cool stuff. And one of the coolest things about Holiday, I think, is from my parents, I think this is one of the neatest ideas, is because we're in 42 states and we have over 260 communities, you can actually, it's part of your all-inclusive, so it's no additional cost to you, you can actually travel to any Holiday community, stay for a week, hang out with
I want to go be with my BFF.
Exactly.
She's in Boca while I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Then you do it. You set up, you schedule it.
Or you meet somebody special and I want to go see him.
I wasn't going to say that, but I was definitely thinking it. We've had marriages and relationships develop,
oh my
okay?
gosh. I love it.
Yeah, so the idea is really
But it's
like,
real.
It's real, and it's real life, right? That's what's cool. What you're trying to do is you're trying to keep real life going.
Yeah.
It's real people
That's
serving
fantastic.
real people, and so it's a really neat thing.
What about affordability, Rick?
We're very modestly priced. You know, there are some options you could spend north of $20,000 a month. And then there's government low-income subsidized options for elderly people.
Okay.
We're right in the middle. And with over 30,000 folks who currently call us home, a lot of people think we're the best value for the dollar.
Well, I think I found my place for my husband and me when we
Yay.
grow old together.
We'll be there with you.
For our viewers who would like more information right now, where would they go?
Oh, so you can absolutely go on our website, which is holidaytouch.com. But more importantly, I'm sure you'll agree with me, is go visit one of our communities.
Yeah.
We're in 42 states. We're probably, very close to where you are. You'll never learn better about what's happening in our communities than meeting the people that are working there and meeting the people who live there.
Fantastic. I would definitely need salsa and merengue every day.
Hey, we
Okay.
can take care of that for
Very
you.
important. I'll see you soon. And of course, if you'd like more information, you can go to our website, and that's thebalancingAct.com.